Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the work that we do here. We try to be here as often as we can, usually daily or sometimes daily, several times per week, regardless. We've also got 750 of these audios available for your listening pleasure, trying to bring you the best in kind of leading edge self help and coaching related information as often as we can. If you are looking for a coach, would love to be of service to you in that way. There's a couple ways to do that. You can reach out on your on this YouTube channel, and my contact information is there, or you can go on Twitter at PO Perception and reach out there as well. In any event, my goal is to help you get to a place where you begin to understand the value of your daily life and your choices. Toxic relationships is the topic today. So obviously, a toxic relationship is any relationship that causes you not to be able to live your best life and or have the quality of life that you desire, both in the long and short term. They often include abuse and trauma and a lot of negative things. So what are some signs that you may be in a toxic relationship? The first is dependency. So, if you do not have a self-identity that is apart from your partner, and or you are trying to, from a place of insecurity, create an a dependent relationship where the person needs you more than you need them, this is a relationship of dependency. Now, interdependence is what's really important. That is, there are things that you do for me that I need, and I appreciate you for them, but I could find other ways to do them. There are things that you need from me, and I do them for you, but yet you could find someone else to do them if you absolutely had to. Interdependence is the understanding that, in fact, we do need people, but we don't need to become so dependent on them that we can't function without them. The next is the other way, the relationship becoming too independent. Obviously, interdependence works the other way too. If a person is too independent and one or both partners feel like they could walk out of each other's life at any given moment and have no emotional loss and have no feelings of detachment, rejection, or sadness at all, even for a short span of time, this is a negative way to be. Overly independence is usually a sign that someone has been hurt and hasn't cleared the energy, thoughts, emotions surrounding that original trauma or that previous trauma. And so overly independent people are the type of people who want support and the willingness and ability to be vulnerable but don't feel comfortable in doing so, and they sabotage their own relationships from that perspective. The next is manipulation. Obviously, light coercion in a humorous way is part. Oh, come on, could you just do this for me? Smile, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Obviously, that happens, and we all kind of interplay with each other, and we use our charms and our wit and other motivating factors to get people to do things for us from time to time. And when there is no malice behind that or manipulation behind that, there's no problem with doing that. However, when a person is overly insecure and they feel that they cannot in any way continue to connect on a deeper level with the understanding of how to kind of balance things, and or one or both parties are manipulating the other to get them to do or say or be or behave in a certain manner, then we have a manipulation problem, and that is the foundation in a lot of ways for toxic relationship, because neither person is living authentically through that. When a person loses their self-identity, this is another sign of major challenges in terms of kind of moving forward in relationships. Now, obviously, the interspersion and intermingling of identity when a person is with a partner is part of that process, and there's no way that we should say, okay, my identity doesn't have something to do with my partner, but a portion of identity having something to do with a partner is appropriate. The complete self-identity being in the partnership, in the marriage, or even as a parent, a mother, a father, is dangerous, because when phases of life shift or if emergencies happen, a person has no sense of autonomy and self-identity. The next is toxic relationships are born in desperation. It's the illusion of competition that in order to be successful or happy in life, one has to have a partner. while we live in a society that over accentuates in a lot of cases partnership and the benefit thereof, the truth is there are people who are not equipped for romantic partnership, and many times these people force themselves to be with somebody just to have a sense of normalcy, but they're not emotionally open. On the alternative, if a person feels that they don't know how to be alone, or they can't be happy by themselves, they will become desperate and put a person in a position to force them to overcommit, thereby creating a toxic environment in that the the person who has overcommitted will eventually become resentful of being placed in the position at all. The last thing is selfishness. Now, a foundation of a healthy relationship requires both people to give openly and in a non-selfish and also non-forced way. The act of giving to one's partner should be at the center of the decision for the partnership. That is to say, that when a person feels that giving to their partner is worth it, they will do so because it makes sense to them and because it's logical and because the approach to doing so is beneficial. When a person does not feel that the giving to their partner is there, then they become motivated by selfishness and what they can get, what they can receive, without really having a focus towards the lastingness of the relationship. So in any event, this can be helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.